Hey, good morning YouTube. It has been a long time since I made a video, but here we are. Say hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
We're at Traverse City State Park. I know I came to Traverse City earlier this year, but my aunt over here, right there, wave hi. She lives in a facility here in town and we don't get to see her that much, so we all decided to come up. Obviously my folks are here with the princess, and also our friends Mike and Gail, whom you've met twice so far, are here. And I'll show you their motorhome real quick. Their motorhome is quite cool and they've put a lot of work into it. There it is. Isn't it cute? It's cuter than the African Queen. It's a '79 Dodge chassis. I believe it was a Tioga brand. It's a pretty cool RV, so we'll take a tour of that later. I didn't take any video on the way up here because I completely forgot my dash cam, and it was a hectic getting up here with 3 RVs and a bunch of kids and the dog. Speaking of, where's Sumo? Hi Sumo! Hi Sumo! That's my buddy. Who's Stinky? Yes. We're getting better at this. Watch. Sumo, sit. Hey, Sumo, sit. Well, don't make me look stupid, Sumo. Sit. Sit. There, see, I knew you to do it. You're so distracted by everything. I knew we knew how to do it. Yes, we did, didn't we? Here you go. He gets very distracted up here, and it's hard for him to pay attention to what you're saying, because everything's interesting and everything's exciting, and food. So, anyway, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Michael is an expert with wood, and he's got a wood shop down in Pontiac, which is where we fixed the princess. So he brought some firewood. This was a full box when we started, what, maybe an hour ago, and he's been feeding the fire, and you just saw how he did it. Mike, demonstrate for us again how you've been keeping our fire going. There you go. Mike is getting into the spirit of things. He is embracing his inner sloth, and my father, as you can see, is also doing the same thing. His spirit animal is the sloth.
Yesterday was International Sloth Day.
Yes, International Sloth Day. We did not make that up. So, anyway, I wasn't even sure if I was going to make a video this time. I just, oddly enough, I didn't feel like it. But I got up here, and this is such a nice campground that I decided, you know what, I should, because this is very possibly the last trip we're going to make this year. So, I wanted to make sure we did some video this time. Anyway, as I said before, this is Traverse City State Park, which is right outside of downtown Traverse City, and it is quite nice. So let's take a look here. A lot of nice trees, and it's a beautiful time of year for those of you who aren't from around these parts. The leaves are turning. They're kind of late this year. They normally would be basically fallen by now, but we've had abnormally warm weather, so the leaves are finally turning, and you got some beautiful colors and everything going on here, and it's very nice park. It's $31 a night. This time of year it is first come first serve, though in the summertime you do need to make a reservation about a month in advance because it's a very popular campground. So if you ever come up here, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, we're basically just going to relax the rest of the evening, and in a few minutes I'll get Mike or Gail, and we'll take you on a tour of their Tioga. Okay, so you all know Michael. You probably remember him from our video down in Indiana, as well as the video rebuilding the princess over there. This is his '79 Dodge Tioga. Tioga, yes. Now, this thing looks different to me. I've never seen a Tioga like this. I notice all the markings are gone off the side of it. Normally they have all kinds of markings and stuff. So why does yours look so different?
When we got it, it leaked a lot like any Class C motorhome. Okay, like all Class C motorhomes. It was several pieces. They were joined here. There was a joint that ran up this way, a joint down here. There was another joint on the back and a joint all the way across the top. My brother does fiberglass boat work. This doesn't leak anymore. We took out all of the Fleetwood stuff and put in real fiberglass.
Okay. So
That's
then
why it looks different, and we repainted it at that
repainted the whole
time.
thing. So this is all fresh paint, even the cab and everything?
Yeah, well, fresh 8 years ago.
8 years ago, right. Fresh compared to the age of the vehicle.
Yes.
Yes. What kind of engines it got?
It's got a typical Dodge 360 V8.
How many miles are on it? Give or take.
80,000.
80,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Your dashboard gauges don't work, so you're not 100% sure, right?
Gauges? Who needs gauges?
Yeah. How long have you been without gauges?
2 years.
2 years. Nice.
We'll live.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do a walk around here. I noticed it doesn't even have dualies. This is technically a Class C because it's got the bed over the cab there, but it is very small. It's actually 2 feet shorter than the African Queen, believe it or not. And he's just got the single rear tires, no dualies. And I got to point out this exhaust pipe here. That, folks, is a what again, Michael?
A Bundy alto saxophone bell.
Alto saxophone bell that he adapted as a decorative piece for the exhaust, which is hilarious. Which that's the kind of thing Michael's always doing. So what do we have here, Michael?
Cargo carrier that you buy at Harbor Freight.
Very creative. Look at that. So you got a back porch. That's cool. Michael can build anything out of wood. Did you build these stairs or did you just find them somewhere?
No, I bought them. Or built them.
You built the stairs? Very cool. All right, why don't you go ahead and lead us in there. Okay, so fairly narrow entryway, but it looks like you got a lot of space in here. Do you have lights? Maybe we get a little more light in here. There you go.
Should give you enough.
Okay, so you got a full couch on the left here that I assume folds down into a bed.
Pulls out into a bed.
Okay, that looks very comfortable. It's very similar to the African Queen in the way it's laid out.
It is. It's a horrible couch.
Is it?
Yes, you lay down on it and you're done.
Oh, because you fall asleep on
Pass
it?
out.
Well, that's the kind you want, don't you?
Yes.
And you got the bed above. Now, do you both
Sleeps
fit up
two-
there?
Yes.
Okay.
Queen size.
And you're not a small guy, so that's saying quite a bit for
Well-
this RV. Right, exactly.
I'm this tall.
Yeah, I noticed you don't have a roof air conditioner, and
Yeah.
you'd hit your head on it, wouldn't you?
Laying my head on it.
Yeah, so I guess it's good you don't. But I noticed this paneling. This isn't original, is it?
No. When we got the thing, again it leaked, as they all do. The paneling was literally hanging in fingers. It was
Really?
It was a tad rough.
Okay. Now you have refrigerator,
Fridge.
fully functional,
Typical
original.
fridge. Yep.
Now that's an original fridge, and it still works. 1979. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, it's a Dometic.
Most refrigerators
They're the
back
best.
then don't work. You know, mine's a Dometic, and it's a 96, and it's already getting weak. So the
That's
fact
because
that
it's a new one.
yeah, that's true. Back then, you all might remember my tour of the Motorhome Museum down in Indiana, where we had that RV from the 50s that had a refrigerator that was still working, and we reached in there and it was actually cold because they had it plugged in. We were amazed. 60 years old and it was still working. So, all right. So above the fridge, you got storage. You got a microwave in there.
Yeah.
Now that's not part of it. You put that in, right? That's just a
It's
store bought.
just-
Okay. All right. And okay, you got a thermostat there. So, well, you sort of have a thermostat there, but you do have a furnace. Whether or not does it actually work? Have you ever used it?
We turned it on once.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. But anyway, you got a full kitchen with a stove or an oven. I don't even have an oven. 3 burner with a hood and a sink. Quite a bit of storage, I'm noticing. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of RVs have storage problems. Yours looks pretty good for its size, though.
And our potato chip basket.
Ah,
Gail made this.
she made the basket?
She made the basket.
Wow, that's a nice looking basket.
She also upholstered the couch.
Oh, she upholstered the that's right. I remember when it was all in
Wrong.
skeleton in your
Yeah.
garage. That's right.
Yeah.
She also upholstered the fabric in the Essex,
In the-
didn't she?
in the antique car,
yeah,
yes.
in the car we showed in my prior video. So,
We made the armrest because one was missing.
made the armrest. Okay,
Yep. One was missing.
that looks original. You
Oh, look
wouldn't
at,
even.
look at the material.
Yeah, it
Gail
looks
found
aged.
this. That's original. This is not. This is brand new.
You can't tell the difference. Wow, I didn't know that. Look at that. You actually aged it to make it look original. I love it.
That's the color that she found.
You mean she actually found, they actually make it like that?
They make this today. I made the wood part.
Cool. So now, okay, you got the same paneling up above here.
Yep.
That's very nice looking. Yeah, this is actually, your dashboard is almost identical to mine. They didn't change it much between 79 and 96. Mine's almost identical. My gauges are slightly different, but not much different.
They're different enough that they won't work in mine.
Yeah, the gauge itself won't, but it looks exactly the same. The vents and everything are identical, and the shape of it. So let's go back here. We kind of walked by. This is the wet bath here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a real toilet, unlike what the African Queen had. And yeah, you got the fiberglass wet bath, fully functional. Looks very nice. And closet and drawers. Yeah, it's a very nice little RV. And you've been all over the place with this thing, haven't you?
Yeah, we took it to San Diego. And again, we live in Michigan, as everybody knows. Been to Washington State, Oregon.
Yeah.
The northern route, the southern route.
All over the country in this little thing.
Florida once or twice a year.
There you go. Oh, I don't think I pointed out the floor. You got nice hardwood floors in here too. Is this laminate or is this actual hardwood?
That's actual hardwood.
Actual hardwood, of course. You wouldn't mess with any of that crappy laminate, now would you?
No.
Mr. Woodworker. You wouldn't settle for anything less than
Why would you do
premium.
Fake wood? That's just not right.
Right. Only a psychopath would put that in his RV, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you even have a sprayer. Look at that. Wow. I don't have a sprayer. Fancy. Yeah, thank you very much. See, now, a lot of folks who watch my channel know I installed an outdoor shower in mine. But you don't need to. You just slide this open.
Yep.
Slide the screen open, and you got your outdoor shower. That is very creative. Mike and Gail are always doing little things like that you think, well, why didn't I think of that? So anyway, this is their Tioga. They travel all over the country in it together, and it has been fabulous for them. So why don't we head back to the fire? You know, I've actually been on vacation for the past 2 weeks. This is the last couple days of my vacation. I had planned on taking a long trip down to the Florida Keys and back and making all kinds of videos on the way down, on the way back, etc., etc. And then the hurricanes hit, and it just tore up the Key West, and everything was so bad, and everything was shut down, and who knew when it was going to come back up. And then I had problems with one of my rental houses. I bought a new one, and then one of my other ones, the tenants said, oh, we're moving out by the end of the week. And so I found myself in a situation where I really shouldn't be gone from home for 2 weeks because I got too much to deal with. And then additionally, who knows if my destination will actually be able to accommodate me. So I decided to just stay home. So I made it a long 2-week staycation with intentions of going on a couple of weekend trips in the Queen. And then some family visited from Florida unexpectedly to our cottage up north on the lake, which I've shown you twice in the past, and I wanted to go see them, so I went up and saw them one weekend and didn't take any video because you've already seen that lake twice. So 2 weeks off of work and I didn't make any videos. So so I know it's been a little bit strange lately, very few videos, and this will probably be my last trip video. However, my next video is going to likely be, I'm going to show you the new rental house that I purchased, which is going to be my winter project, and then probably do maybe a video montage of this year, just like I did last year. So anyway, just one more quick shot of our site, African Queen. Our yard, I call it. I call this a yard because we set both RVs up and we get a compound thing going here. And then, of course, Mike and Gail's little Tioga over there. So our little convoy on the way up here was kind of fun. The African Queen, then the Tioga, then the Princess. It was kind of cool. So anyway, that's all I can think of. If I think of anything else to say, I will.
I have to keep remembering not to play it as hard as I play the big bagpipes.
Oh, right.
Because it
doesn't
cuts
need
out.
as much.
It just doesn't use as much
my
air.
God.
And if I squeeze too hard, it jumps.
So we're on our way home right now, but we decided to stop here at the Phillip Orchards and Cider Mill. Now, across the street is a place called Uncle John's Cider Mill. Those from the area will recognize that name. Uncle John's is a huge cider mill with a winery and all kinds of pumpkin patch. It's really, really nice, but it's also very crowded and kind of expensive. So we're actually right across the street at their competitor, which is significantly smaller, less crowded, and I'm told quite nice, so we're gonna check it out. Hello.
Happy autumn! Best season of the year!
You're dressed like it.
Michigan!
Amen. Pumpkins. Let's check this out. It smells good in here. Oh, what a shocker, apples. Who'd have thunk you'd have find apples in a place like this? Oh yeah. Me, I want donuts and cider. Let's see if we can find that. Hi, Devlin. Say hi. Hi. What do we got here? Cherry barbecue grilling sauce. Ooh, nice. Oh, apple butter. One of my favorites. Ooh, $9. I'll pass. Of course, Michigan lavender maple syrup. $12.25. Okay, well, it's a decent place. Not a huge selection, but they've got some interesting stuff. Prices are pretty high though. I bought a gallon of apple cider for $6 because it's way better than the stuff you can get at the local store. So, yeah, if you're real into apples and cider and various things like that, you might stop by if you're passing by on 127 north of St. John's. Phillips Orchard Cider Mill or Uncle John's Cider Mill, both right across the street from each other. Anyway, I'm gonna walk Sumo real quick, and we're pretty much just gonna eat some donuts and get back on the road. We're only about 20 minutes from home. So anyway, Ramblin' Michigander at Facebook, facebook.com/Ramblin' Michigander rather, and we'll see y'all next time.